Sagittarius, thank you for tuning in to Perfectly Imperfect Tarot. This is Green Eyes here with your reading. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Martians, astronauts, pick a node. It does not matter to me. I love you all. Cross watchers, I am a snitch. I'm telling you now. Please don't curse me in the comments. Love you too. Sag, this is a judgment-free zone, but you will hear the truth. No gender or age, only energy. You're going to hear me use terms he, she, her, him, they, them, it, heifer, pay it no mind. Feel the energy. Remember, roles can be reversed. Sag, I thank you. Like, share, subscribes, emails, comments, love tokens, donations. Thank you, and I thank you again. All right, let's talk about your energy. Coming into your energy, first of all, I wasn't getting you in Sag, or in fire, rather. I'm kind of picking you up more so in water. I think your emotions are a little frazzled, okay? What just fell out was balance, justice, Libra, okay? And fear is there. Divine masculine was here. Fear was here, all right? Balance is in the middle. Justice, equality, fairness, integrity in the middle, okay? I think that in your life right now, you're trying to establish balance between something you know you have to have authority over, take care of, be forceful with, but there is an essence of a fear here with whatever it is that you have to face. Feel a failure or whatever is sparking this fear of the unknown. You know, sometimes we can have a fear of the unknown, right? So let's see what's going on. Try to get some meat and potatoes. Can I have Sagittarius? Okay. And there it is. It's coming to fruition, but it's a slow start. I have to say that. And look, it came right back. The balance. See? Heavy Libra. In your energy right now, Sag. I don't know if you have Libra in your chart, or you're just pulling from Libra, trying to balance something, trying to balance life, you know. It wouldn't be out of the ordinary that's what we do when we're trying to take care of something, or be just or righteous, or simply just trying to maneuver in a even way, you know. Even with your emotions, balance and emotions, you would pull from that Libra energy. But it's something, there's something coming to fruition here. I feel like it's a slow growth, but it is coming through with this harvest moon. Behind this balance, let's see, patience, yeah, because it's happening slow. I picked that up here. So you're going to have to juggle for a while. Let me say it like that. You're going to have to juggle something for a while. Some of you, there's a retake in this energy. How do I say that? Retake a class, refresher course, or do something over, or maybe if like a court hearing. If you had a court hearing, there's a term that they use for that too. What is it when you have to do it over and do the hearing over or something like that? There's a retake in this energy as well, all right? On the other side, though, you are embodying the divine feminine, meaning you're stepping into your power, you're really manifesting, creating, and then releasing. Yeah, so I love that. But again, that's further down the line. Let's stay with the here and now for a moment. We need a deck. Hold on. Yeah. We're going to do the spread today with Astro Matrix. Ooh, I dropped the book. That was the book, right? It's not a card. Yeah. I like this deck because when things are uncertain, it comes through with a whimsical view. I think it's the colors. It's like, it doesn't sugarcoat the problems, but it does help make it look not as bad as it seems. I'm not an astrologist, but this is saying to me Saturn falls or something like that. I don't know, Sag, where you are. See, I don't know how the astrology works. I stay in my lane. I just want to put that out there for maybe you do. You know, maybe that's something you know. Saturn falls or something like that. Can I have Sagittarius's core? I love the King of Wands. So in your core, you're still there. You have to dig deep, but you're still in there. Focused, passionate, yeah, aligning, trying to make wise choices and coming out victorious on the other side. But it's taken some work. It is. It's tedious. Your energy is very, very tedious. Like an accountant or inventory or somebody that has to break things down little by little by little. You know what I mean? Your energy feels like that to me. Like you're focused on something that you have to be tedious about. What's crowning, Sag? What's hanging over? Okay. Don't change. Stay on course. Yeah, stay on course. Don't change. And don't be afraid to speak up in the heat of the moment. If your intuition is pointing you in one direction or another, speak up on it. Ask about it. You know, speak on it, whatever it is, and be okay with whatever's on the other side of that conversation. Whatever answer is on the other side, it is what it is. But speak up, okay? This has already solved. Let me say this. You know how as a child of a Most High God, we're taught that the battle is already won? I'm feeling that in this energy. Like literally. I can't, I don't have the words to properly explain it, but I just want you to know that it's already won, okay? You got to get through it though. We were promised that we would get through. We weren't promised that we weren't going to go through, okay? What's working against Sag? The King of Pentacles is in reverse. If you hyper-focus on the shake of your foundation, Sag, it's going to work against you. Yes, your home, your job, your finances, even loyalty, your family, you know, those things have gone through some type of upset, and justice is here again. You're saying it's not fair, it's not right, it's illegal. You know what I'm saying? You could be saying all of those things. But again, if you're hyper focusing on this, it is going to take from your ability to stay focused on the future. It's going to affect your movements. All right. And that's not what you want, because you're already in some type of slow current right now. But it's still fruitful if you stay the course. Where's this coming from? The Four of Cups coming in sideways. Something caught up with you. Gemini is here. Pisces is here. There's somebody else here. Hold on. Something caught up with you, Sag. Let me see. Yeah, that's the page. Hold on. Yeah, something caught up with you. I know it's another, I'm smelling something else. It's almost like it's burning, but it's not a fire sign. Maybe that is you. Phoenix energy, maybe? Trying to, like going through some type of rebirth. Yeah. Whatever happened, it may be something even from your childhood or something you did years ago, but it caught up with you. you. 'Cause 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 you. Sag, I love you, but you know we talk here, okay? Looking at this, as far as it from the take of where this is coming from, where you are right now, why you're here, okay? I think that for the most part, you've been doing your best, trying to be your best. And I think that at one time you may have been selfish. I ain't gonna lie. That's how this night is coming off to me. But because you covered the selfish with love, you didn't see it like that. So let's just say you held all the cookies for your kids because you love your kids, but none of the other kids got cookies, kind of thing, right? So I think you were selfish with something for love in the past. And I think it put you in a predicament that's catching up with you today, because it stunted your... God, well, I'm telling you, when we're trying to level up in life, we have to face these kind of things. You know, you'll get to a space in your journey where it just seems like a plateau. Like you're not growing anywhere. You're not evolving. You don't feel like you're leveling up. And that's because that growth will be stunted until something is addressed. And I think you had to address it so it can be properly put down. But it's something you carried it, maybe from shame or guilt or obligation or love, whatever it is, you carried it, and you carried it with everything in you because you felt it was the right thing for your job, your family, your finances, or your foundation. But it was from deceit. Even though you may have, let's say, turned this garden into a beautiful community center, you stole the seeds, that kind of thing. You understand? So, now this conflict is arising and it's shaking up everything because the truth is coming out, and you really didn't want it to, because again, I think you had a good intentions. I just think maybe you went about something the wrong way. Now, Sag, keep in mind, this can go both ways. I say that in my intro every time because my heart is pacing here. That means you getting mad. All right, Sag, and I don't want your smoke, okay? I love you. But so remember, if you're on the other side, if you're saying it's the other way around, the energy still applies. I read energy, okay? Let me get off of that because I don't want you in my comment section threatening my life and well-being. All right, I love you, and I'm not saying you didn't stole the seeds. I'm not saying you stole the cookie out the cookie jar. I'm just saying I'm trying to put words to energy. Okay, where's this going? The Empress, Libra again, and Taurus. Yeah, either you're embodying or you have to pay. That's what this is. You have to pay. The balance is required in order for it to be restored. And somebody is operating, either you, here you go, Sag, Temperance, so it's not you. You have to face this Empress, this divine feminine energy. So, and this Empress right now is fully charged. I have to say that, all right? Because I want you to know what you're working with, what you're dealing with. Empress and divine feminine, remember, is the embodiment of all four queens, all four elements, okay? This energy is tapped in. Because of that connection to the creator, she has the ability to produce creation. That's why she's always shown pregnant. Not because you're getting pregnant, but because of the fertility of the energy. She has the power to birth life-changing events. You understand? Because of the portal that she can access directly to the creator, directly to source. All right? Now, having said that, you are coming through Angel of Temperance, midway point, midway the journey, something half done, half finished, but you provide what's necessary to see it through. You understand? That's the representation of Temperance. I try to explain it because I'm a football person. Halftime, right? Halftime, they go behind the lockers, they go in the locker room, they get some water, they use the restroom, they get the game plan together for the second half, because now you know what you're working with, even though that first half almost took you out. You're tired, you know, you want to sit down and you're like, man, I don't even know if I can finish. The temperance angel provides what is necessary to do the second half. You understand? Now, this is what you're coming into, a realization of, like I said, I think there's something that's incomplete from your past. It's like you went in that locker room and never came back out. You never finished it. So now this Empress energy is calling for completion, okay? That divine feminine. Now, take people off the table, Sag, and leave yourself. Sometimes we do things within ourselves halfway. I halfway got my teeth fixed. I halfway changed my diet. I halfway started working on that kitchen. I halfway finished cleaning out that closet. We do that, right? So the divine feminine in you is now calling for completion. So don't be upset, all right? I'm not attacking you. I'm just letting you know that your focus right now, your attention needs to be on accessing the divine feminine or making it right with the divine feminine if you have something unfinished. Now, why is the devil on your back? Excuse me. Here you go. Here's the devil sitting right on your back, because that's where the enemy attacks. It was this that held it all this time. It was this energy that kept you stuck with not completing all this time. This is what you need to identify. This is what the divine feminine is calling you to face. It could be alcohol, it could be lust, it could be ego, it could be, I don't know, addiction to cookies. It don't matter to me. Whatever it is in you that may come up. Remember, it was the divine masculine and fear when I was doing the intro. Whatever suppresses you, whatever keeps you from the embodying the wholeness of the creator. The enemy don't care how much money you have, how much weight you lost or gained, or where you live. The enemy only thing is just stay away from the Most High. That's all you got to do for the enemy. Don't talk to God. Stay out of God. You could go anywhere you want, except in God. That's the goal. Okay? Keep that in mind. Now, something that you did halfway, the enemy has been on your back for you not to complete. But when you do, because you will, I already know it. Like I said, this energy, I already know you won. You just got to get through. All right? Whatever is holding you, suppressing you, oppressing you, keeping you bound, keeping you stuck. But on the other side of this is your celebration. It's a celebration of restoration, of balance. This is 1111, balance, also representing the same thing with justice, balance. This is a portal energy. You can actually access this portal creating to bypass things in life. You can bypass your next chapter. This has that kind of access. It's a portal energy, or you can work through it. Don't matter to me. I'm just saying what you'll have access to. But it looks like you're going to do some footwork, because I said it was tedious. This energy is like a 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 +, it's very tedious work here. But make sure you do your part and no more. Make sure you do your part and no more. That's it. Stay positive. Expect for this to work. Know that it's already done. Know that this is the thing that you needed to align with love or life or destiny, and that way you're going to look at this moment and say, you know what, I got it done and I did it beautifully and I came out on top on the other side. That's why right now it's important for you to speak up. Don't suppress. Speak. Listen if somebody is speaking to you, whatever it is. Let your intuition help you discern. But right now, your foundation, the abundance and the solidity of it is being reaffirmed so that you can rest in peace, with peace, okay? And with this new beginning, this new emotional reset, this washing, this cleansing, this rejuvenating waters, even reconciling if that's what you want. God's love is capable of all things. Now, my love, we got some conditions in terms of this contract. I ain't gonna lie. Hello? All right? You're not just gonna walk all over my head. Not no more. My drag season is done. I'm nobody dragging me no more. Thank you, God. But God's love, yeah. This is the one that forgives all. This is the one that conquers all. We're taught that love conquers all, and then life beat the crap out of you, and you be like, "But love ain't paid nothing." It's because it's not, that term is incomplete. It's God's love that conquers all. Okay? All right. I'm gonna leave this here. I hope it helps. Now, Sag, I love you. I know I cut a couple of you, and I know you don't like people knowing your business. And to those of you, I didn't specifically say stuff, okay? But take care of what you need to take care of, all right? Thumbs up, subscribe. Make sure you're notified of future readings. It's free, and it supports the channel. If you're interested in a personal appointment, I respond to email requests only. My email is perfectlyimperfecttarot@gmail.com. If you like what you get here, if it helps you, feeds you, even if you're entertained, but you come looking for these videos, please sow where you come to eat, okay? Cup of coffee. I eat off of what you sow. Donation is below the video. You can hit links or hit the About tab. Links will pop up. There's even a link for my email address if you choose to reach out. Thank you in advance. Other than that, remember, we are all perfectly imperfect. And I'll talk to you next time.